All right, how are you doing today? My name is Thomas, and I would like to welcome everyone to today's webinar. I'm an analyst and a trader with OLYMP TRADE and been trading for 10 plus years, so I have some experience and I'm ready to share this experience with you guys today. How's your Monday going, right? So we are this week is going to be a very busy one, uh, packed with interesting major economic releases and news. We are going to have a lot of fun and a lot of quite a significant number of trading opportunities this week. So let's start trading together this week, and feel free to ask any questions that you might have. I hope that I am audible. Yes, I am audible and I'm visible. And first of, let's start with our friends, good old friends, Bitcoin and Ethereum, because finally, after a few days of very like this Saturday and Sunday where nothing was happening, finally we are surging today amidst very positive news from China and also from the United States, because these two countries well, first of all, China presented their report today saying that they are doing quite well with their production and their economy is on the rise, which is some macroeconomic data came out today. And also the United States with very positive news that happened on Friday, so late Friday afternoon when on Friday, we saw this huge drop on the Nasdaq index. So Nasdaq and all other major indices, they dropped significantly, but towards the end of the trading session, they managed to recover and they drew this huge 4-hour candlestick of almost 400 points. Yes, 400 points in 4 hours, which is very, very big for this index. And then we saw this upwards candlestick of 300 points, and then opening tonight or opening early morning today on Monday, the price continued surging. So 5 green candlesticks in a row. So that's it. We continue surging on this on the Nasdaq index, and the price has been going upwards, which is quite nice. So we currently have 62 viewers, which is quite good. So dear traders, feel free to ask me any questions should you have any. And also following this very positive closing of Nasdaq on Friday and other indices, and also following today's release from China, this spilled over some positivity towards the crypto market, and also Bitcoin is so it's surging by not completely surging, but going upwards, right? So for the past 12 hours plus, it has been sitting in this very nice uptrend, and finally the price managed to break above this resistance level, which was a very strong one, as you can see. So this triangle breakout, right? So that's what we usually call, right, this triangle breakout. This is a very strong pattern. Sometimes such triangles are referred to as the wedge, right? This wedge is a very interesting pattern. So price. So the story goes like this. So we have this uptrend, and then this uptrend kind of enters a certain corridor, which is not really like a horizontal corridor, but it's more like inclined one when price goes up and down a little bit, and then finally there is a breakout, and usually this breakout equals the size of this pretty much this move, how it entered. So we can count on say plus 4,000 points or $4,000 growth in this continuing this move. Right. How do we make stop profit loss. Guys, I also want to ask if my screen is visible, because I think it's kind of blurry. No, I think it should be fine now. Is everything okay with my stream? I wonder. Let me double check with my other device. I want to make sure that everything is running smoothly. Yeah, I think everything is running smoothly yeah, I think everything is fine. Right, so let me go ahead and continue with my analysis. I don't wonder it's visible. It's not visible, though I can manage to see some. All right, let's hope that it doesn't really, it stays at least the same way as it is right now, or it even becomes better, because I'm checking on my second screen and everything seems to be working fine. Well, anyways, so continuing our story. Now, the next major resistance level for Bitcoin, and don't be surprised, usually every Monday I talk more about Forex ideas rather than FTT trading. So we do FTT trades on all our other webinars, but usually Mondays are dedicated to Forex analysis. And as you can see, so 72,000. Yeah, so we have this breakout. So 70,000, 72,000, and if finally we are able to break above 72,000, then we might finally see a journey towards 74 and then finally to all-time highs. Because as you can see, this 72,000 level is a very, very, very strong one, and the price just couldn't break above this level for so many times, no matter how many attempts to break above it has made so far. Right, so currently we are trading at $69.6 thousand dollars. And what is happening with Ethereum? And guys, also one little note that I wanted to make is that if you look at the new feature of the platform, which are these tabs, and these tabs is a great feature. I like it so much because now I can pretty much put my favorite assets onto this tab and then onto this list of tabs, and this definitely makes my trading process so much nicer and smoother. Because, well, I mean, to be honest, all of us we have around between 5 and 10 different favorite assets, and we don't really spend so much time trading other assets. So we tend to focus on those assets that we do understand well, and in this case, that's well, in my case, I always pay a great deal of attention to Bitcoin, Ethereum, crash indexes, USD/JPY, Euro USD, Nasdaq Gold. So I would say these are my top 7 assets, and also I watch some other assets as well, but well, these ones I usually start off with them. Right, so we can select and pretty much keep them at our very close reach at any moment of time. So yeah, all right. So I can see a very interesting question. It is a very detailed question. It's a question. It is about Euro JPY. So what is going on with the Euro JPY asset? So the Euro JPY. Well, first of all, you have to check about what's going on with USD JPY. So USD JPY and Euro JPY, well, there is a lot of correlation in these two assets. Let me just select it in the Forex mode rather than FTT mode. All right, USD JPY Forex. So we have very interesting thing here, USD JPY. And right today in the morning, I was looking at this chart on various time frames, and what I noticed is this quasi head and shoulders pattern. And I mean, like, yeah, it's really left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. Not the most beautiful one. I've seen more beautiful ones before, but nonetheless, this looks like a nice pattern, right? And we also have this support level. And in case this level gets broken down from above and the price starts dropping, then we might see a very nice drop towards 154, 155. So currently the current picture looks very nice to me, because in this picture I can see that we have a lot of downwards pressure from this asset, and I can also see that we are so close to breaking below this level of resistance of support, and the price can drop even further. Price can drop below 156.5 and 156. All right. So what is next? So as you can see, we have a lot of downside potential, and this left shoulder also on a higher time frame we can see another one, because as you know, the market is, as I call it, a fractal, and all patterns which can be found on 1 minute time frame or 5 minute time frame, they can also be found on 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame. So this is a great way to basically analyze charts and follow different patterns. The only difference is your expiration time and your profit potential, or like where you put your stop loss. So in case of 1 hour time frame, I would put my stop loss somewhere here above 157, and if I were to open my trades on 4 hour time frame, I would probably put it, well, also here somewhere, maybe a little higher above the previous one, above this previous level, but instead I have a much higher potential. So all in all, right, to sum it up, my conclusion right now is that USD JPY looks very shorty to me, and I think that it would be a nice trading opportunity if you wanted to short it, because, well, as I said, it looks like a down trade now. Yes, down trade looks very down trendish to me. Right, what is next? Euro JPY, right? So the question originated from Euro JPY, from the Euro JPY chart. So let's have a look at Euro JPY, and we are going to see a similar picture. And here we have even I would say even a nicer one, because previously we had this we could see this double top formation, right? So we have this top first high, first peak, and then this second peak, and right now we are looking downwards, but of course this this level basically stops us stopping us from dropping even further. So yeah, double top formation, but I mean, this chart looks looks like a nice short, but of course, I mean, I would say it's like 70 to 30 chance that we will go down towards 168. 166 doesn't look very possible right now in the current picture, but 168, yeah, definitely looks has a lot of likelihood, I think. So I can open this trade kind of with you or for you. So when I trade Forex, I use higher margins, I use higher amounts for my trades. So $500, and I can open multiple trades. My current multiplier is 200. So this current situation looks like a down trade to me. So obviously, I'm not really thinking whether this particular trade will be profitable or not. Instead, I just kind of ask myself, do I have a nice entry point? And in that case, yes, there is a nice entry point. So nice setup, and I take that setup and I open trade accordingly. Right. So gold is dropping. All right. So let me tell you about gold, what my thoughts are about gold. Well, just recently, just last week, we were trading at 2,400. Well, 2 weeks ago to be exact, and then we dropped, so the price couldn't stay. But I think overall the overall trend continues to be bullish because, well, it's no surprise that fundamentally speaking, many countries are now purchasing gold, especially China. There are rumors because obviously there is no like no one is presenting their like reports, not especially China. They don't really tell you that, hey, we are like buying this much gold, but there are the so-called signs that supporting signs that support the idea that yes, it looks like China and other countries are buying gold, and yeah, such purchases, they basically lead to prices going upwards. And I mean, now it looks like a sale that we are on a sale, and yeah, now gold looks pretty cheap compared to these highs, and I think the overall uptrend continues. Like, why would it? I don't really see any kind of like why would it reverse, because we are still looking for a further uptrade. So why think that it will reverse? I don't really see any kind of I don't really see any confirmation that will support this level. All right. So my technical analysis on Tesla. All right, let's have a look at Tesla. So let's add this new stock here. So Tesla, well, Tesla is a wild beast, and on the one hand, it looks cheap compared to its previous highs of almost $300. So we are trading with a 40% discount comparing to this price. But we also have to understand a very interesting thing, that this is called the market correlation. And if we look at, so let me now select Nasdaq. So when we compare Tesla to Nasdaq index, we can see we are going to notice a very interesting thing. So for the past, since early 2023, then Nasdaq went up, well, that's almost 80%, frankly speaking, from 11,000 points up to 19,000 points. So that's like plus, like, I don't know, like 80%, close to 90%. This is a huge move. Then what happened with Tesla stock since then? So the 1st of January 2023, and Tesla, yes, first it went upwards, but then it dropped, and it's trading plus, say, 30% from here. So what does this suggest? Well, first of all, it kind of suggests that Tesla has a lot of upside potential, because it can now accelerate and start catching up with the Nasdaq movement. But on the other hand, this is telling me that something is off about Tesla, and now you have to look into the fundamental factors. Like you have to analyze what's going on with the EV or electric vehicles market all over the world, especially in the United States, and well, not just the United States, but also China. And if you read those news closely, you're going to notice that China is now able to produce cars, or electric vehicles, at a very low cost, and basically they're able to produce cars that run that can go 2,000 kilometers. That was just this recent news today, that BYD company from China, they produced this car that can go 2,000 kilometers on one charge, and this car would cost around $15,000 US. And if you compare it with Tesla, which costs around 40,000 or maybe even higher, I don't know exactly, like 50,000, 60,000. So this pretty much tells you that Tesla is facing so much competition, and if the current stock of the company is trading at 178, still it's not really a good sign. I don't really see much upside potential for Tesla, but of course I might be wrong. But everything is telling me that Tesla is not really looking for a huge rise in price because, well, as I said, 177, but where is Nasdaq? Nasdaq is trading at its all-time highs, and Tesla is trading somewhere here in the middle of their like price range. So it doesn't really seem very very cheap to me. And fundamentally speaking, I think Tesla is bound for another drop. I just don't see any. Not just any. I don't see much potential for Tesla to kind of just all of a sudden to reverse and just just doesn't really seem this way. Please advise some advice for Forex traders. So if you are a Forex trader or if you want to become one, well, my suggestion is to focus on your education process first and foremost, because many people ask me about, just their questions usually go like this. So give me one best strategy. I want to know how to trade. I want to make a lot of money too soon, but the reality is a little different. So especially trading Forex, I mean, like FTT trading is not really a sprint. It's a marathon. It should be considered as one, because if you start trading very aggressively, your chances of losing money basically goes up. It increases. But what's more important on Forex is that you need to understand one important aspect of it: Forex risk reward ratio. So this is the most important aspect that like any trader can tell you. So let me talk about it right now. So when you trade Forex, from one trade, you always have the so-called stop loss and take profit. And you really need to spend some time figuring out how this thing works, because with every trade, your risk is limited to the amount of your stop loss. So this is pretty much, yeah, it literally tells you, like, this order basically says, yeah, stop losing, like limit your losses. So not trading stop loss, but regular stop loss basically says, yeah, I do not wish to lose more than 50% in this trade. And then in this case, you pretty much set your stop loss to minus 50%, and you set your take profit, say, towards plus 250%. You save this, and voila, you open your trade knowing your risk reward ratio. So you have to understand this dependency between your win rate and your stop loss. So potentially how much you lose, right? So your even if your trading strategy can only provide you with 20% profitable trades, you can still make profits if your risk to reward ratio equals 5-1. It means that in every trade, like in this example that I've just shown you, your stop loss equals 50% and your take profit equals 200%. The next question is how realistic this ratio is, how attainable is this? And well, the answer is there. I don't know. You have to see what is working for you, and that is why it's important to always pay attention to your, for example, today, what is my ratio with FTT? My success rate is 68%, but of course that is FTT. But following this example, yes, if I have 60% profitable trades, even if my ratio, my stop loss, my risk to reward ratio equals 1-1, it's like the size of my typical stop loss equals the size of my typical take profit. If it's 1-1, I can still make profits because I have so many profitable trades. But if my win rate, the percentage of my profitable trades, drops towards 40% or even 30%, I can still make profits at the end of the day, at the end of the month, if my risk reward, so risk reward ratio, take profit divided by stop loss, increases towards 3 or even higher. So in this case, yes, I can count on really nice trading outcome. I can still rely on profitability. But imagine if I have 60% profitable trades with 4-to-1 ratio. Oh my god, my account, my trading account is gonna just go up, like gonna skyrocket. I'm gonna become like ultra rich like very soon. So that is why it's important to actually work on your trading statistics, to focus on your risk reward ratio. So yeah, that's a very important thing. That's a very important thing to do. So yeah. So answering your question, yes. First of all, try to really like not to learn it, but like it's not just one thing to learn it, but to really internalize it. So you really have to internalize a few key concepts about forex. And then, well, what can I suggest? What can I suggest? I can suggest doing the following thing. So start applying some of our trading strategies to forex. So, for example, one of my favorite strategies with forex is kind Martin, because it is so easy. And so, for example, I now enable 1 hour time frame, and you're going to see how many profitable trades one could potentially make had he been following this trading strategy for the past few like weeks, months, etc. And you can kind of roll back the chart. For example, you roll back the chart and you see, all right, so this could have been my entry point because the parabolic SAR is below the chart, the MACD area is above the middle line. So yes, upwards trade, and so I open it somewhere here. This is my take profit. So then I open down trade here, and I have even a nicer profit. I open this trade here, it closes with a stop loss. Open it here, closes probably with a stop loss. I make a little bit of profit here, a little bit of profit with this one, maybe it reaches some break-even point. So you do the so-called back testing, or paper trading as we call it, and you just need to search and find for one trading asset where you can basically find this good ratio, this good ratio, yeah, between your stop losses and take profits, and then yes, you just open trades and enjoy it. Enjoy the process. So you open trades, you keep holding trades for a significant period of time, and another very important aspect about forex trading is to learn how to stay in positions in your trades for a longer period of time and not to close your trades preliminary. Because what you need to understand is that you cannot make a lot of profit, and you cannot probably even be profitable with forex if you close your trades too soon. So you need to really internalize this other concept in your trading. It goes like this: let your profits grow and cut your losses quickly. Because many people, when they start trading forex, they do the opposite. They cut their winning trades, or they close their winning trades soon. For example, let's imagine me. I have this profitable trade, and then all of a sudden I decide I want to take profit because I can already see some profit with this trade, and I close this trade, and I'm like, I feel the happiest man in the world. But then the price drops, and I have totally wrong ratio between my stop loss and take profit. So many people, instead of cutting their losses, they cut their profits, and this is like really the worst thing that one can do. So yeah. All right, a quick question here about from Mr. Dravil. I deposited money but not appearing, so please contact our customer support. They deal with failed deposits or failed withdrawals issues, and in 99.9% cases they are able to find your deposit relatively quickly. So please do contact them. They will be happy to help you. Right. And a question from Mr. Akpak. Thomas, do you recommend a small account of 1K for Forex? Well, it depends on how much money you plan to make. From 1,000, you can probably get plus 20, plus 30, plus 40% on a monthly basis, depending on many conditions. Obviously, how you trade, what your stop loss, what your take profits are. But generally speaking, I would say this is already enough to get your first profits. And to basically learn how to trade. And if you can get profits with $1,000, then you can start considering actually adding more money to your account. Because many people, they feel like, there is this thought in their head that if I deposit 10, they think this way, the following way. So they think that, okay, I lose money when I trade with $1,000. So if I make a deposit of $10,000, I immediately gonna become a profitable trader. No, it doesn't work this way. And there's another saying that I like so much, which is really right on the spot. It goes like this. Having a lot of money in your trading account doesn't make you a profitable or successful trader. It only makes you a trader with a lot of money in your account. But if you know how to trade profitably with small amounts of money in your deposit, you can gradually increase this amount by adding more money, and it pretty much will give you more opportunities. But the main prerequisite, of course, is to be profitable, to be a profitable trader, and to know how to invest your money knowledgeably. And that's the idea. That's what else can I say about this? That's the main concept. All right, guys, are there any other questions which you would like to ask me in today's stream, I wonder? Fixed time. So trading on fixed time, it takes place every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, but on different channels. On this channel, global channel, we do live trading sessions every Wednesday and every Friday. Oh, there is another good question, a very detailed one. I'm sorry that I missed it, but going back to this, I'm now going back to this question. So the question is about Brent and whether Brent can bounce off of this level of $80. I'm sorry, my laptop is lagging a little bit. So yes, $80. Yes, definitely. $80 is a very strong resistance level or support or resistance level, depending on where we are located in comparison to this chart. So yeah, $80 is gonna be a very strong support level for Brent right now, because we are trading now above this level. So I think yes, we can easily count on a bounce off of this level, or we might see, well, the only thing is that we might see the so-called false breakdown first, when price drops just below below $80 for a short period of time, but it doesn't really stay there for a long time, and it bounces upwards. So in my opinion, we have a probably like 90% chance that this is going to be we are going to see a very nice rebound here. All right. So, my dear traders, what else do we have here today? Hey sir, is OLYMP TRADE real? Interested in investing? Can been following this channel? Kindly share testimony on trading and merits you have gotten in OLYMP TRADE. Yes, OLYMP TRADE is real. OLYMP TRADE has been on the market for almost 10 years, and this September, or maybe in October, but I think in September, we are going to, well, as always, we celebrated in September or October, our 10th anniversary. which is going to be followed by a great campaign for our contests, risk-free trades, giveaways, and so many more, and so much more. So stay tuned. 10 years. OLYMP Trade is turning 10 years this year in September, very soon, in like 3 months. And what else I would like to tell you that, yes, I mean, the company has been on the market for 10 years, which is a great period of time. And it basically confirms that OLYMP Trade is for real. OLYMP Trade is 100% real. We have analysts, experienced analysts, traders. We have our loyalty program with the so-called expert service level, where you can get free consultations, up to 4 consultations per month with us, with our experienced traders. We speak 10 plus different languages, so we can help you out. You can find a lot of information on our Facebook groups and on other social media. So please do contact us and ask questions, get experienced, trade with us, learn with us. We are always at your disposal, and we are happy if you can become a profitable trader, because let's be honest, becoming a profitable trader is not an easy task, and it took me quite a while, and my journey towards profitability was quite bumpy. I had my ups and downs. I paid my dues. I spent a lot of time learning. I spent a lot of time on the weekends analyzing charts. And why I suggest learning on the weekend? Because basically on the weekend there are no trades on the main markets except for the OTC markets, and this basically makes things so much easier, because you're not distracted from you're not really distracted by the immediate like price moves. You're not just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen in the next minute. So you can stay in this kind of relaxed mode, and you can look at charts like this. Okay, they're not moving, nothing is distracting from you, so you can see, all right, I have this, I can see this level, I can see this strategy. I could have entered here, I could have exited, for example, here. I could have entered my trade here, I could have entered my trade there. So all in all, this gives you a lot of flexibility and a lot of like this, multiple top, so you can learn much easier and in this much more relaxed manner, because nothing is like distracting you from like actually learning. Like, because sometimes we want to check something on the internet, we open accidentally our Instagram, and then we lose the count of time for like, say, 1 hour, because we're just like watching cat videos for 1 hour, something like that. So the same thing happens with trading. Like, you want to analyze something, but instead you're like, oh my god, this quote is like jumping up and down, and you start to lose your focus on learning, but instead you start, all right, I have to make another trade, and then you really forget why you even opened the terminal in the first place. That's the deal. Signing a petition to bring marathons in YouTube. Wow, I mean, I cannot really describe how badly I want our marathons to be back. We have some issues, some unresolved issues about the marathons, about how we support it. So we want to do it in a nice way. That is why we are just polishing now a few aspects of this program, and I hope that quite soon our beloved marathons are gonna return. I'm very excited about this. I really like it. So thank you, thank you, Akpak, for this comment. Well, guys, I think I've answered almost all your questions so far today. So I think this is gonna be it for today. I wanna wish you a wonderful trading week. Let it bring some profits and valuable lessons to your trading portfolio. And I hope to see you next Monday with more questions, more interesting, detailed questions, and we can even let's see what the upcoming week brings for us. So see you guys soon. Have a wonderful trading week, and I'll see you shortly. Bye bye.